There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 2 now of Secret versus Liquid. Fogged, what's standing out to you the most from these two drafts that we have there?
Liquid raised the greed. I thought last draft was greedy. This one's looking, I mean, very tough to play. I feel like they're going to be on the back foot for the majority of this game. I think qojqva is going to be the big star to look at, and Taiga, I think they're going to have to make some wonders really happen on this Earthshaker and Storm.
Well, it's going to be very exciting to see. I mean, it is heroes that they have been known to make wonders happen upon, right? The qojqva Storm and there's the Tiger Shaker. Definitely heroes that we've seen these two pop off on before, and some solid backup around them. I mean, early on, where do you think it is that the strengths are going to lie the most for Secret that you feel that Liquid will struggle with?
I just feel like they overall have just a really good synergizing draft that works together, and it's not greedy at all. These lanes, they're safe across the board here. Like this Lina, if he's going to be paired with the Bloodseeker, it's a strong lane that we've seen tested a couple times before. Lifesteal Undying, very strong versus what they're going to be up against, which should be what that Earthshaker and that Timbersaw. Timbersaw is going to get away with stuff, but you're going to be able to secure the farm of the Lifestealer or that Bloodseeker, depending on which matchup, with the Undying there. So I just feel like they've ticked all the boxes. Liquid, they do have that good mid lane that can go for them for qojqva, but yeah, I feel like it's going to be really hard as soon as that mid game kicks off. How do they actually team fight? How do they fight versus the pressure of Secret, who doesn't really rely on cooldowns? And Liquid, they heavily rely on those cooldowns.
I'll see it. Oh, Puppey. Well, actually not going to get blocked in here by Tiger. Tiger locks him out, and bounty runes are going to go 3 to Secret, just the 1 to Liquid to start this off.
Okay, and they're actually going to look to, I guess Secret's going to try to dodge the lanes here, and they're going to put the Bloodseeker versus that Timbersaw, so that Lifestealer has a better matchup, and he can actually free farm in his lane and also try to pressure the Spectre, just avoid the Timber.
Yeah, I mean, so obviously keeping matters safer by him taking him top. Down bottom, how does Zai do against the Timber? Is Boxy still going to have a bit of an upper hand against him, or should Zai be fine?
He'll have a little bit more of an upper hand, but they can actually punish Boxy, I feel, pretty decently in the first 2 levels. As soon as they hit level 2 on Puppey, they can actually kill him. The magic damage that comes out from Undying with the combo of Bloodseeker, it's enough to just kill a Timbersaw. So I feel like Zai, he should actually be able to get some decent stuff down here. And he's not a strength hero, so that annoying Whirling Death won't affect him nearly as much.
We'll see what Boxy and Tiger are able to achieve. And is this a lane where Tiger is going to stick around for the first few levels, then he's going to leave Boxy to himself?
I would imagine so. He might just stick around for some more creep manipulation, but yeah, I think he's just going to end up ditching Boxy pretty early on. He can look to make plays around mid when qojqva hits level 4, probably around that 5-minute, maybe a little bit before that 4-minute mark, that is. If they get a level and pull, an Earthshaker rotation, they could definitely look to punish Nisha if he plays too aggressively. Because qojqva's going to have that good matchup no matter what. Bottom. So we're talking about Boxy getting low, the decay's building up, and then the blood right damage. But once levels, as we said, levels are going to kick in for Boxy, he's going to be able to sustain down here. The standard kind of Timbersaw thing. First few levels can be a bit of a scare.
And we see on the top lane, Mickey. Again, doing what we saw he did the other day, stacking up on the mangoes when he comes into the lane.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, it's an interesting approach rather than having, because we've been seeing a lot of times the double rings of regen, at least I've been seeing that. Double ring of regen, you get your tangos, and then they don't build anything really into it. They just end up getting rid of them. These he uses his mangoes, so, hey.
No, overall, though, looking at the Spectre, would you not sort of consider it a game that, if Liquid are able to sort of hold it on and make space for Mickey like they did last game, that the Spectre won't get to a point where Secret's heroes are going to struggle to burst through it?
It can get to that point. Mid, they're actually battling out. It can get to that point, but I feel like Mickey this game, he's versus more of these counters, where I feel like PA in the last game, he's playing versus Rubik and Io, so he's just always going to be super good, and he's versus the Lifestealer, so he kind of counters that one. Spectre feels a little bit harder because he's playing into, like, Undying. Tombstone goes down, and it breaks a lot of the damage that Spectre can do in fights because it does not allow you to use your Desolate.
And then over towards qojqva, I mean, the sort of overall outlook of the game for a Storm, it seems pretty good, right? There's not too much to catch qojqva.
Yeah, that's why I think Secret just did end up picking this last pick, Ember Spirit mid. Even though the lane isn't so good, it gives them catch, which they were just lacking severely for qojqva. We're seeing Taiga doing what we were mentioning, hanging around that mid lane when qojqva is level 4, when he has that pull level.
I mean, with these bottle charges, Fisher into the combo might do it. And yeah, they're going to try it. It should be enough damage here. Or is it with the stick charges, actually, Nisha? And the quick dodge with the slay. He's going to be able to stay alive. TPs do come in from both Yapsor and Puppy, but...
That ditches Batu top. Now he's alone up here for a moment.
Normally.
It's going to be a little harder for him to get in on the creeps here as they're held.
They're actually just hanging 3 heroes in the mid to secure the that 4-minute rune. Just so important for both of these heroes.
They're all going bottom though, Secret. If it's top, qojqva's going to get lucky. And he's not. It's bottom. Yeah, Nisha's able to grab it. Try for the setup on a qojqva mid, but instantly stepping away from the range of that light striker array. We'll keep him fine.
Puppy just stalking Taiga, just keeping tabs of where he's at. Seeing bottom. I thought Boxy was actually going to start getting more guaranteed farm, but he's actually struggling a bit versus the Bloodseeker. Zai is just really dominating this matchup. 27-4 to 18-2. Boxy definitely missing a couple of those. And still both these heroes just hanging around the mid lane, waiting for a mistake or an opportunity. Quite punish qojqva as they don't have any points in the chains for now. Still gonna have to wait for that till later on. And we will see those bounty moves. Don't know if Puppy can walk in versus qojqva, but he might be able to challenge the river bounty at least.
qojqva's going straight for that one.
Yeah, he's pushing him away. Let's see. Puppy's gonna go for it.
They're gonna have the vortex. Pulls him in. Means that qojqva's able to pick it up, and now with the Fisher block off, they might have to damage to kill Puppy. Puppy's trying to run. He's got a Sora, but there's no units around, so it does nothing really at all. qojqva's able to get the kill. First blood for qojqva.
The perfect hero to get it to, as we said. qojqva, I feel like he really has to pop off this game, it does seem. And starting with that is going to be nice, and getting Taiga involved as well. And how many of the bounties did they get? They got 3 of the bounties.
Has been killed.
Zai will just attack a courier, you know, standard.
Taiga.
Oxy with this Orb of Venom is actually pressuring Zai a bit here. He does hit the 6. The rotation is coming. Can't quite punish Boxy from the aggressive play, though. He's still too tanky. And Mickey's getting away with full free farm up top.
Yeah, but I know. I feel like Secret's just got to play it fast. I mean, like this Timber Saw as well. Surely aren't Secret going to struggle to kill Boxy after a certain point? Like, what actually threatens him? Like, the Rupture's something, I guess, but other than that...
I actually like their heroes quite a lot versus the Timber Saw. Okay. They have a lot of magic damage and just good bursts of Undying as well, too, with the Blood Right. They have a lot of different forms that he has to just struggle versus.
Oh, Boxy is able to chain out to the side. He's trying to chase him, yeah, but Boxy, he's going to be fine. Oh, unless that Blood Right connects, but Boxy's able to dodge it. He's keeping himself fine here with the passive, healing him up. Boxy will get away alive despite Secret's best attempts to take him down.
Didn't have enough heroes down there to set him up, but it does feel like for Boxy, I feel like it can be a pretty hard Timber game. He's versus Ember, Lina, lots of damage, amplification from the Undying at some points too, when he hits 6. Doesn't feel like it's going to be too easy for him. But he is also one of those elusive heroes, so, you know, those disables, they're going to have to be used on either the Storm or the Timber, so maybe Boxy can be that distraction for qojqva to really get pretty much everything off. If he eats the chains, if he eats the Lina stuns and all that. And that's pretty much his job as this Timber, is eating those spells for his team to get away with.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to sort of have him going on the front. qojqva's going to be looking for the pickoffs on the spots. I imagine both of their cores, actually, both qojqva and Mickey in the start of these fights, zipping in, haunting in, just trying to delete the backlines.
Yep.
Invisibility.
Nice stacks, as always. Liquid setting them up for qojqva. Gotta enable that timing quite a lot here.
I'm going to go straight for the Orchid Rush this game. Brown Boots Orchid on him.
Can be really nice versus the cores of Secret. The Ember and the Lifestealer can get punished pretty hard if qojqva does get a good time on it, and he is going to get a good time on it. He's getting away with all this farming here. They're showing themselves in the lane. Nisha's going to get this free lane in mid now because of this, but Taiga's sapping the experience at least.
I want to see Nisha.
Secret. They're all set up around bottom here for Boxy. If he does step up too far. Nisha's even making the rotation down too. It's spotted though.
Yeah, he's playing it carefully, Boxy.
And an item that I feel like you know, it kind of has been disappearing out of the favor after we saw it picked up almost every game for a long time. The Veil for Zai. So a really good item this game also versus Boxy. All that magic damage that they do have going to be enhanced a lot on the side of Secret. And it looks like qojqva is going to look to play around Boxy, maybe expecting this movement to come down here, as they did see the Ember rotating earlier. Might be able to do some pretty decent counter ganks. These supports only level 4 at the moment.
Zai just hung deep in the trees.
Nisha's heavily pushing mid though during this downtime from qojqva moving. qojqva's stepping up pretty far here. They can get a blood right into a stun.
Oh, they try, but qojqva able to dodge it. Just going to try and get aggressive onto Puppey here. It's not got quite enough to kill him though. The rest of Liquid bringing in themselves. Boxing Insania charging forward. They've got Puppey. Puppey goes down. qojqva able to step out of the blood right. TP's coming over. The Horde's here. Mickey, he's ready to move over to try and look towards Yapzor. Yapzor, he's falling low. Chakram comes out. They cut him down. A second kill for Liquid. qojqva and Insania still alive, but the Sleight of Fist finishes Insania off. Nisha throws down the remnant to close the gap onto qojqva, but qojqva here got the control into the Fissure. Nisha's going to go down. qojqva able to use his last bit of mana to dodge the blood right. So qojqva will survive. Liquid get the kills, and they only lose Insania for it.
qojqva played that to literal perfection down bottom. Just how aggressive he's playing, because he knows how little stuns that they do have to set up on him. Just such nice moves coming out from him, and all of Liquid collapses in time to actually counter gank Team Secret. Matu, he's going to get the space. He's going to be able to farm and finish that armlet top, but a nice aggressive move from Liquid with the first haunt.
And Mickey making sure he doesn't lose any opportunity to get active.
Nice, Boxy. A little bit of that Ironwood tree play there to claim the bounty away from Matu. I like it. And anything to enable qojqva, like we said in this game. So he gets away with that. He's 2-0-2. He's got the first Oblivion Staff on the way to that second. Should be on the way to that very good Orchid timing to punish those side lanes, punish the Ember, punish the Lifestealer. And we are seeing Nisha. He's not going for a defensive item for himself. He's just rushing the Vessel to deal with that Timber Saw, to deal with the Oracle. Counteract those heals a bit. Might hurt him when qojqva is able to get such a quick timing when he is finishing this Orchid soon.
Yeah, this is a very, very aggressive choice from Nisha. He's going to have to play very careful. And the Spirit Vessel, I guess, you know, obviously does have its strengths, but Liquid with mechanisms to remove it. To dispel, and
we'll make him
imagine Boxy probably going to get the Lotus eventually.
Yeah, it will make him a little bit tankier though. It does give you that HP that I feel like people do sometimes just write off. They just think about the Vessel as a Vessel. qojqva, he's sitting up top waiting for Matu to misuse his rage.
Very, very close to having that Orchid done on qojqva now. Already having an excellent opening at 2-0-2 on the Storm.
Boxy immediately, as soon as the catapult starts pushing away, if he parks himself, but Secret, they're in the area, but can actually punish him. Boxy's still a bit too strong, with Insania standing behind him as well, especially, and just giving time for Mickey to finish his blade mail that he does have done, and qojqva, that Orchid is 20 gold away.
It's quick. I think, yeah, Liquid's hitting some very good early game timings here.
Is under attack.
I just see sort of a Spectre and a Storm, and I feel like if this doesn't get punished early, this duo is going to be pretty potent later on in the river. Puppey gonna have the backup. Boxy's been ruptured. He'll get himself up to the high ground. Nisha's heading in. I think we've got the damage to take him down. He turns to Chakram. A little bit of a heals coming out from Insania. Here's the Orchid pickup. The Orchid. qojqva turns. He gets the silence. The Fissure out of the three of them. They've got the lockdown, but no, he's able to get out with the haste route. Nisha's off to the side. He'll live. So survive for now. They're trying to turn on to Mickey. Again, Liquid backing off.
This Fortune's End's being very problematic. We see Nisha, his Flame Guard gets dispelled instantly in the fight. The Open Wounds gets dispelled instantly as soon as they're starting to go on people. And Insania Oracle always continuing to impress, and they do have eyes on Nisha. Can they punish him though? Instantly dispel the Flame Guard, and then they commit onto him, but he's got a Remnant.
He's prepared. And we see as soon as he sees that Orchid done, queuing up the Yules after the Vessel. It's still going to take a bit of time for him to get those two, so still a good window for qojqva to play aggressive.
Yeah, and we're seeing Liquid, they're preparing, you know, it's all about the greed, it's all about the farm. Look at these stacks again. Every moment that they see, every time it hits that 50-second mark, they're in position to get stacks up. Another triple and double stack.
It is crazy how we really do just see Liquid stack that more than any other team in the competition. I mean, why is it that no other teams stack as much as Liquid? Why is no one else doing this?
It's an old school heroes and newer thing. Like, honestly, that's
a pretty good thing to have, right? To just be, as a team, you just always have stacks being made. When there's absolutely some teams they'll play against, they barely stack at all.
Liquid is always, like, I think if you just look at stats, I'm pretty sure Liquid just has the most stacks by far out of any team. Like, no matter what lineup it is, either as well too. It's like, it doesn't matter if they have a Sven, doesn't matter what they have, they will always have these type of stacks, and they'll always have like decent heroes to clean it.
Yeah, I mean, it's
and Mickey, like, he also has a triple ancient stack. He's got his blade mail. Time to farm ancients as a Spectre too.
Radiant.
I mean, they're getting away with a lot of the greed here in Secret, not really able to punish at all.
Mid rupture onto Boxy again, but Insania's going to TP over in case Boxy needs extra help. He heals out. Boxy's able to step away.
Yeah, he's just, like, every single time they look to try to threaten this tower, and Boxy, he's just parking himself. He's stopping them from being able to get into the jungle of Liquid to slow down that ancient farming. So far, Liquid playing this early game perfectly.
Secret just not able to kill any of their core so far with these moves that they're making. And
look at bottom. Taiga is invis set up, but there's a sentry ward.
Oh, and the rage. Yeah, Matu has got the damage. Taiga not quite expecting the detections to still be out there.
He was trying to set up for the kill too. They were setting Mickey up bottom, and then they were probably going to have qojqva TP down. But he went to the center.
Boxy is a bit of a bait. He's going to start things off, get Nisha going onto him. Nisha is falling low, he's going to get taken out. qojqva gets the kill. Another one here for the Storm. As I think we are going to see this. Nisha's got to be careful. That Spirit Vessel first time is going to be punished. The lack of defensive capability, qojqva's going to be on him every time.
Thinking about Matu.
She's in. The grab back. Have they got the damage though? No. Matu's able to turn pop the rage, and this time qojqva's a little too deep. But the false promise comes out. Zip it to the side. I mean, it's a lot of damage that's come through with the Laguna Blade. qojqva surely going to pop. Tiger does get the echo off. Matu's low, but qojqva falls. They do get Matu in return, and now Mickey with the horn. He's going to try and chase to clean up more. Soul Rip here onto Yapzor. They'll turn for Puppey instead. Puppey goes down. Boxy continues to chase again with the placement of the GG branch. Closes in on Yapzor. Another GG branch sets up for the double. Boxy gets the kill. As Nisha will pick apart Insania on the back of it all.
But Liquid's fine with this. This is a great fight for them. They killed pretty much every single one of the heroes on Secret, right? All 5 heroes do go down, and they keep their Spectre alive during all of it, and Boxy. That's huge for them again here. They do lose the tower, but a very good hold there anyway. Getting themselves so much gold. Like, Taiga almost has Blink Dagger now off of it too.
Yeah. He's able to stand his ground, pop the echo, and just have that little bit of control and damage needed to get the big kill on Matu, trying to charge straight in.
And we're really seeing some damage issues, and just Secret unable to just stick on these targets and kill them. Now Boxy's got mech. He's almost had his Greaves too. This is looking really good for Liquid right now. Secret under the gun.
I'm telling you, I don't know how they kill. I think it's going to be very hard to kill Mickey and Boxy. They're just having too good of a start here. I know it's even on the net worth, but it's a Storm, it's Timber, it's a Spectre. Secret's got to step it up. They've got to speed it up if they want to try and shut these heroes down.
Yeah, they really do. They have to take advantage of the Haunt being down right now. Zai, he's looking up toward top for Taiga, but there's a lot of support from Liquid. Insania right near, and Taiga just TP's out. And now Zai.
Oh, qojqva's in with a big zip. He's ready to go. They're going to be able to punish side for that one. Another kill for qojqva. Matu and Nisha, they're coming in. They'll find Insania, but they won't quite find qojqva. qojqva doesn't have TP, though, for 20 seconds. See how much of a hunt they bring towards him. They won't, actually. They'll just assume he's out already. So qojqva's going to be able to get away with this.
And now Taiga, Blink Dagger. So Liquid, they've got all their tools to be able to just straight up fight versus Secret's draft at the moment. Secret not doing everything they needed to in this early game. Looking for Boxy here.
Bishop gives him the
got
coverage.
Taiga behind. Yep, he's okay, even with that, and that's Flesh Golem popped. You know, these little things, they will start mattering. Secret, it does feel like they're going to need everything to kick in to be able to actually battle versus Liquid in any of these straight up team fights.
Obviously bottom, tier 1's going to be taken.
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
qojqva, I mean, he's feeling how good of a game he's having so far. He's going to go for that Orchid into Bloodstone.
Definitely. I mean, he's playing versus just so little disables. He doesn't have to go for any type of defensive for himself. Just tank up.
Illusion
Yeah, and he knows that if he does ever get himself in risky positions, Insania is going to have his back.
Matu is still hitting some very, very good timings, but the rest, his other two cores are really struggling. And him sticking on this Storm, him sticking on Spectre is going to be hard this game.
Boxy playing around the high ground here. He's just running straight in on them, maybe trying to set something up for Tiger, because Tiger is walking in. They're rather close to one another. Tiger can find a solid jump. The Horn is coming out to spot things out. They're able to burst through Nisha. Nisha goes down. Boxy's stepping aside here as Insania keeps him safe. Bloodright will connect. Nisha buying back to try and keep this fight going. He's going to commit in onto Boxy. Nisha bringing in Matu to the backlines over towards Insania. Allows them to take out the Oracle. Nisha's going to continue to try and push Tiger away, but the rest of Liquid, they get in onto Yapso. Boxy, he's been false promised. He's still going to live. Oh, Tiger! He's in on the four of them! He's in on the four of them. He's able to set up for the dieback on Nisha. He's now on the run, though, because Secret, they'll still clean up. After what was an excellent Echo Slam, I mean, Boxy, he's still finding extra kills on the supports as Puppy falls. I mean, Tiger just throws himself in, and it pays off. I mean, Boxy's able to live, he cleans up, and they kill Nisha after buying back.
Nisha's really having a struggle, and Mike, he survives during all of it. He's got Manta done. He jumped in, jumped away really quickly. Boxy's just, I mean, you were right. I thought that they'd be able to take out Boxy, but he is becoming way too big of a problem. 7-0-5, holding his ground. Greaves finished, and he's on his way toward that Lotus Orb. This is very problematic for Secret. Matu is starting to get to the point where he's on his own to be able to deal with this Storm and this Spectre and this Timber. These three cores just getting to be too much for him.
I mean, they do have burst. It's just that they don't have, I feel like they just don't have 2k damage of burst, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to be able to get Boxy low, but after they burst him, who's going to be hitting him? It's very rare situations where the Lifestealers actually get able to get any hits in on Boxy. He's just going to be out of there in a way. And I just don't know if they can deal with Boxy right now. Or Mickey.
Oh, especially... Yeah, and they can't, like, Yapsor's not able to really get many spells off inside of the fights either, because everyone's collapsing on top of him so quickly. The Spectre Hunt, the Storm jumps in, and the Timber jumps in too, and then a Fissure comes through. Yapsor just dies. He's just having a really tough time getting any of his spells to connect as well.
Oh, we'll see this fight again
so
here.
Fragile.
And Boxy, again, just being saved. Insania, False Promise comes in, and it's just so much heals with that regen. Tiger, it's a beautiful jump, and it's enough to, again, just keep Liquid coming out slightly on top of these trades and just keeping the game solid for both Mickey and qojqva in particular.
Yeah, and they keep also getting to be the ones who dictate the pace. Haunt was just used on their own accord. They're the ones making the aggressive move. Secret can't take advantage of the downtime at all. Haunt's back up in 10 seconds. How can Secret fight into Haunt? It really feels like they just can't. They have to try to farm some type of items, but as we said, Liquid, they went extremely greedy this game, and they're winning the early game.
They really are. I mean, as you say, Matu, his farm is still up there, but both Nisha and Zai, with the way that the fights have been going, are starting to fall behind a little bit.
Yeah, he just can't stick on these targets either. Like a Lifestealer sticking on a Spectre, a Storm, on a Timbersaw, they have these different ways to just disengage from him, and they have so many different ways to play around open wounds at this point. Manta, the Dispel from Fortune's End, there's lots of different ways to guard him.
They're just getting set up on. Instantly, TPs are coming in. They're going to come in with a Horn. They've got the chain stun. Matu's going to go down, and outside he's TP'd death as well.
And Puppy. They won by one.
I mean, Liquid, they're starting to make it look pretty easy with these moves. Secret getting broken up, broken down.
They're getting into the Roche pit now.
Structures are fortified.
All right, Secret's in a whole world of trouble now. Massively far behind into a Storm Spectre lineup at 20 minutes in the game. It's just going to get worse and worse.
There we go. Aegis on Mickey. They couldn't kill him the once.
Under attack.
And now they're not going to be. They're going to have to try and kill him twice. I don't know if they've got that in them. Mickey still yet to fall this game.
Over here. Nisha.
They got the setup.
No defensive.
Nisha's in. Lockdown's there. Nisha. He's going to pop. Again. Both Nisha and Zai, their games are crumbling.
And Liquid just I mean, they're really feeling the momentum. They're popping off. qojqva, he's 9-2-8 in this game, having a flawless performance pretty much. Boxy, 7-0-5. They're really starting to run away with this one here.
I don't know. Yeah,
they're lost.
How do you?
They can't make moves anymore.
How do you stop the Spectre? How do you stop this Timber? It feels impossible. It's just 4K, but Mike is just so far ahead. He's nearly level 20. Matu's still level 16.
Yeah, it feels like you'd have to commit 5 heroes to even try to kill them, and then you're all just gonna get turned on probably. Especially if Insania shows up with a save, then you maybe don't even kill anybody. Liquid playing very, very good in this first 20 minutes here. And I mean, Spectre, near level 20, getting close to Scotty. I mean, he's already got the counters versus this Lifestealer. When Scotty's done, it's Matu can never fight him again. It feels like he can't anyway at this point, as yeah, Secret just fully on the back foot.
So Liquid, they want to make the move for Matu, but Matu's already out this half of the map. They're pinging the camps, but he's played it safe, gone for the TP out.
Scanning.
Now the Lotus Orb is done too. Another method to protect his Storm Spirit or himself. So, I mean, qojqva already, like we said, having this flawless game. Now the only disable that he really has to worry about can just get dispelled by a Lotus from his teammate as well. Besides just that Fortune's End that was coming out from Insania. And Secret have to just handhold. They're just like playing all around Matu, kind of hand-holding each other because they know if they split up at all, the pickoff's just too high there from Liquid.
Trying to set up on Boxy mid. Oh, he ruptured himself though. Boxy instantly out with the Lotus Orb upon himself. Insania is heading over to provide extra safety, and Boxy is going to be kept alive by the false promise. Secret, they're struggling to get any further in, and they know they've got to be careful because qojqva comes in with a counterplay onto Puppey. Puppey goes down. Found the Undying, buyback straight away from Puppey here. Just in case Liquid do try and catch more. Nisha, he's got a Remnant in. He's got a Remnant in incredibly aggressively. He's been clumsy at it. He'll use the Yours, but Tiger has got a fish already on the way down. And Nisha, he's been gone upon. As they straight away on top of them with qojqva. The Infest heal does save Nisha. So Matu able to keep Nisha alive in this event. He's still backing off. But Mickey and Boxy, they're chasing. They're onto the Trigger Man. Matu's rage has come to an end. qojqva zips in. Matu, he's going to pop the armlet. We'll keep him alive as he toggles away with the rage, but they're surrounded. They've got this just massive Spectre in onto Matu. Boxy nukes him down with a Whirling Death. Matu's dead for 50. Puppey just getting torn apart underneath the tower as there's 3 dead on Secret, and it just seems like they've lost it. They're calling it. They're calling. They have lost it completely as Liquid have broken them. They have broken them. It might have started yet the other day against Mud Golems. Secret getting knocked down, and then Liquid here in the lower bracket